We're here to tell you the story about our son Greg. He was number 3 out of 5 kids, and he was the only boy. He was also raised in a pastor's home, and so he went to church every time the church doors were open, and then a whole lot more. He went to ministry opportunities with his dad all the time, and he grew up knowing God, the scriptures, and thought he had a call of God on his life. So much so that when a girl in a grade higher than him was doing some research and studies in a paper on all the religions of the world, she heard that he was nicknamed the preacher boy. And so she went to interview him on the Holy Spirit and what it was like to be filled with the Holy Spirit. And Greg fell madly in love with her, and they started hanging out, and she also introduced him to drugs and a whole new way of thinking and believing, and not necessarily how your parents taught you. And after about 18 months, she just dumped him for somebody else. And that's when he chose to numb all those feelings by doing drugs. And she knew a lot of people that did drugs, and now he knew a lot of people that did drugs. And if you're going to do drugs, why not make some money at it? So he chose that route to do drugs, meth, and sell, and become in that lifestyle in a very rapid fashion.
We found out later that he was in charge of a buy and had control of money from a number of people and was robbed at gunpoint, and his life was in danger. And we didn't know that at the time, the things that he was actually involved in. And even at times when he didn't realize it and we didn't realize it, God was actually protecting him and had his hand on him. And the prayers that we had prayed for him throughout his life were, God was still faithful and answered prayers even during that time. They don't make any handbooks for parents on how to handle this kind of thing, and when you're in the middle of it, it so catches you by surprise. You just don't know.
A pivotal point in our story is the day I came home from a Wednesday night church service with my 2 younger daughters, and I thought my house was robbed. And I ran out of it to find a neighbor telling me, no, my house was raided and our son was arrested. And the devastation of our house was, it was demolished. Oh, every drawer in our house opened, turned upside down, whether it was in the kitchen, a bedroom.
And I remember as a turning point, standing in the living room with Greg and just looking at everything. And Greg looked at me and he said, "What do you want me to do, Dad?" And I told him, "I want you to go to Teen Challenge." So arrangements were made, and Greg was going to be put on a plane to head to Teen Challenge. And we were excited about that and nervous at the same time, but glad, I guess, because we felt like there's a turning point that's taking place at this time.
And once he got to Teen Challenge, it wasn't immediate. He had quite a tough several first months. He did not willingly give in. He had a lot of anger and bitterness, and he was hurt, deeply hurt, so he completed his program in the 12 months and was a very good student leader, as well as one that he chose to become an intern. He told us, "I'm exactly where I belong. I'm not sure I got there how I'm supposed to be, but I know I'm in God's will right now." And he went ahead and became staff at Teen Challenge.
And through that process, watching that happen was so great.
Amazing.
It was amazing. And the phone calls where Greg would tell us, "Hey, I feel like God is wanting me to stay, and God is wanting me to go on staff, and God's at work." And I can't tell you the joy that I felt in my heart to hear him say those kinds of things, and the feeling that where our helplessness began to turn around, and we felt like God had answered prayer, and there was hope here, and God was giving us our son back. People don't usually change until the pain of remaining the same becomes greater than the pain of changing. And that's so true for all of us. And so knowing that sometimes a person has to come to that place where the pain is so great that they begin to turn and look for the solution of change. We have to trust and believe and hang on, and God will come through. Don't lose hope.
Hope is what you hold on to. Hoping in the Lord.
Keep on hoping.